All right, so you know that awkward moment when you have to turn someone down. Not because you want to, but because you literally have to do something else. Well, today we are going to crack the code on how to say exactly that in Korean. Let's get right into it. Okay, so picture this. Your friend calls, they're all hyped for a night out, but you're staring at a huge deadline. Or maybe you've got a family dinner you just can't get out of. How do you get that across? How do you say, hey, it's not that I don't want to, it's that I can't? This is a classic problem, right? And believe me, Korean has the perfect tool for the job. And here it is. This is your magic phrase. Na ireahe. That's it. So simple, but it does all the heavy lifting. It tells them, I'm not available because of something I must do. Now, let's pull this thing apart and see what makes it tick. So, the secret sauce, the real engine behind this whole thing is this little pattern. Aya oyohe. Think of this as the Korean equivalent of I have to or I must. And I'm not kidding, it's not a suggestion, it's not a maybe, it's a statement of real, unavoidable obligation. Got a deadline, a rule you have to follow? This is your go-to.
Okay, so how do we actually build a sentence with this? It's actually way easier than you might think. It's kind of like snapping together a few Lego bricks. Let's check it out.
Look at how clean and logical this is. 나 지금 집에 가야 해. I have to go home now. You just lay out the pieces. Who, 나, when, 지금, where, 집에. And then, bam, the important part comes at the very end. You take your verb, in this case, to go, which is 가다. You grab the stem, ga, and you snap on our pattern to get 가야 해. It's a super reliable formula.
So the big question is, which one do you use? ayahe or oyahe? It all boils down to this really cool thing in Korean called vowel harmony. Here's the simple rule. If the verb stem's last vowel is a bright one, like a or o, you're going to use ayahe. That's why gada becomes kayahe. Now, for pretty much everything else, all those darker vowels, you use oyahe. So a verb like 먹다, to eat, becomes mogoyahe. Oh, and here's the best part. For all those super common hada verbs, it's always heyahe. So 공부하다 becomes 공부해야해. See? Not so bad.
All right, you've got the basics down. Now let's get into the good stuff, the little nuances that are going to take you from sounding like a textbook to sounding like a real person.
Okay, first things first. You are definitely going to hear people say kaya due instead of kaya he. Don't panic. Don't let it confuse you. In everyday spoken Korean, they mean the exact same thing. You can use them interchangeably. Seriously, just pick one you like better and run with it. Knowing this one little thing will save you so much confusion.
Next up, politeness. And this one is huge. The version we've been using, the one that ends in hey, is your casual, everyday form. It's perfect for your friends, your family, people you're close with. But what if you need to be polite, like with a boss, an older person, or someone you just met? It is so simple. You just add yo to the end. That's it. Okay, enough with the theory. Theory is cool and all, but practice is what makes perfect, right? So let's get our hands dirty and actually build some of these sentences ourselves. You ready? All right, first scenario. Let's say you're feeling sick, pretty rough, you know you need to get to a doctor. How would you say, I have to go to the hospital? And just so you know, the word for hospital is 병원. Give it a shot. Think about how you'd put it together. Did you get it? The answer is 병원에 가야 해. You've got your location, 병원에, and then your verb, 가다, gets combined with our 해야 해 pattern. Simple as that. Nice work. Okay, let's try another one. You're at a convenience store, you've got your items, the cashier's looking at you expectantly. You need to say, I have to pay. So the verb for to pay is 내다, and money is 돈. How would you say it? You got it? It's 돈을 내야 해. Now, this one's a little tricky. The verb stem is 내. Since that's a dark vowel, we add 어야 해. But when you put 내 and 어야 together, they just smush into 내야. So it comes out nice and clean as 내야 해. Great job. All right, final practice round. The big test is tomorrow. Panic is setting in. You know what you have to do. How do you say, I have to study? And hey, remember that super easy rule we had for hada verbs? Yes, that's it. 공부해야 해. Because to study is 공부하다. It just automatically becomes 공부해야 해. You are totally getting the hang of this. It's starting to click, isn't it? Okay, before we move on, here are a few more really common ones you should just stick in your brain. You've got 자야 해 for I have to sleep, 만나야 해, I have to meet someone, 씻어야 해, I have to wash up, 참아야 해, which means I have to endure it or be patient. And of course, 숙제해야 해, I have to do homework. Seriously, these are absolute staples of everyday Korean.
All right, time for a quick little pop quiz, a final vibe check, if you will, just to make sure you've really got the feel for how this grammar works out in the real world.
So let's go all the way back to that first situation. Your friend hits you up, hey, want to go to a party? And you text back, na ireahe. What are you actually saying there? Are you saying A, I want to work, B, I have to work, or C, I'm in the middle of working right now?
And the answer is, of course, it's B, I have to work. And honestly, this might be the most important thing to remember from all of this. You're not just giving information. You're using this grammar as a social tool. It's a really polite way to turn someone down because it implies that it's not your choice. Some outside force, your job, is making you do it. This isn't just about grammar. It's about navigating social situations smoothly. So there you have it. You've now got this incredibly powerful tool in your Korean toolbox. You can navigate one of the most common social situations there is. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the very first thing you have to say? What's an obligation in your life right now? Think about it, find the words, and go try this pattern out today.